We're here, Hollywood High. Look at this puppy. She's famous. Right in the middle of Hollywood too. No caps, nothing. Damn, it's good. It's literally perfect. Hollywood High, I don't know, dude.
Let's start with first things first. What have you filmed on this?
Nothing, nada. I've been here, I was with Lewis Mills when he did Crook to Bar Down It with Tony Ennis. It was in his fiend part. Last Lewis banger feed part. Lewis's fiending, yes. Crook bar, that was insane to watch him. He had to crook down it so many times. And it's 16 stairs. It's a perfect 16 stair, but to watch someone ride it that long, that many times, it's like, he knew he could do it, but it's like so hard to pop out of a crook going down 16 stairs, you know? It's like, it ain't easy. So he probably crooked it, you know, I don't know, 30 times. People who do crooks, you know, it only takes one slip up. The rail hop is insane. There's a couple things that were tried on it, but the things that were landed on it was the Hoder 180, cover of Ride BMX, game changer to 180 this, especially at the time. We're literally like right next to Hollywood Boulevard, so we're gonna get some weird stuff rolling by. So Hoder's 180, game changer, cover ride, just on another level. And then Ty's 360. Hoder tried the 3. Ty came here with the Ty pop, and you have to have Ty pop to 3 because the rail itself, you know, people can 3 that, but you gotta maintain the pop and get over this puppy. Oh! Kareem's famous 360 crash here. Gnarly. Michael Harkis did the bar over the fence. Gotta add that to the list. Boss Hog hit the tire ride on this thing. It's like pinned on his Instagram, so go to Boss Hog's Instagram, watch him tire ride down this beast. That's savage. Denham Cox. Shout out to Denham. He hit it on a pit bike and he hangered it on a Barbie bike. I think the Barbie bike was in a jam. Maybe they're both in a jam. Denham's a legend. He did, I don't remember any tricks on his normal BMX bike, but on a Barbie bike and a pit bike, he's got tricks on this thing. Alex D's like, I think some of the most recent footage. He crooked down the tall rail up here, regular crook, switch crook, regular 180. Second to last clip in his We're Still the Same BSD part that just came out recently. Check that out again. It's one of the sickest parts to come out in a long time. And then Alex also Nollie hangered this puppy. That's a banger. Boom, that's gotta be one of the most legit Nollie hangers ever done, if not the most legit one. We've done Patrick Henry, which I'd say is steeper and gnarlier, more death factor. This is still big, gnarly, you can get broke, but the runway is better than most skate park runways. Not a crack running up to it the whole way, and the landing's perfect. Perfect height. The bottom starts in the lower step, so the bottom's tall. The only person I've ever seen go up it was Ricani in Stranger No Hype. Up, over, and then bar ice down the 12 over there. And then back-to-back clips in No Hype. He does Nollie 3 off the top ledge, 180 whip, crook down the 16. And then right after that, back-to-back clips, Stranger No Hype, he ice bars down this thing. Ricani murdered this spot, Stranger No Hype. Look at that, my bars are tall. I got a tall setup, and look at how tall that is. That's like, dude, I would rip my wheel off trying to go up that thing. And then you move to Jordan Godwin. Change the game a little bit. Ice, hard way 180 down this. I remember when I first saw that, it was just like unbelievable. Just to ice it, I'm psyched, you know? Like to ice, how many times you probably gotta ice it and then pull the hard 180? Like, what are you doing? Jordan also crook hard 180'd it and opposite backwards crooked it. So switch 180, backwards crook. Jordan Godwin came here, did his thing. We're throwing it a little bit far back. The Kaczynski rail manual, another one that was ahead of the time. Kaczynski's one of those guys who would come out here and take him to the famous spots. He's gonna do something. Rail manual this thing, that's nuts. Way before people were really messing with that. So Brian Kaczynski with the rail manual. David Grant with his signature, the Derek Duster, doing something that, shoot, only like I think Mad Mike and Van Homan would think about doing. David Grant laid down the Derek Duster on this puppy. That's scary. It's long enough to where you gotta really lock in a trick that's pretty hard to lock in. Almost impossible to lock in. Go for it, baby. David Grant, legend. Harrington. Josh Harrington, opposite hanger. Right when this thing started getting like actual tricks done on it, tricks that were moved from the basic level to like hard tricks, started going down. He brought the switch hanger, and then it kinda, I feel like after the switch hanger, people were like, let's go. Like it started kind of going off after that. So he pretty much opened the doors to like the new age tricks down this.
Sean Burns at straight tooth.
Oh my God, Sean Burns, straight tooth. The first clip, it's I think it's bone death part. Straight tooths it, and on one of the first attempts, I think he only did it twice. The first attempt, he clips his peg on this thing and explodes his peg or his axle or something. It's insane. Then gets up, only Sean Burns, straight tooths down the whole thing. So locked in, kicked out, swaggy. Ethan Courier, crank bar, and also monster mash, Ethan Courier over Smith. Ethan's got down here, crank bar over Smith. Actually, I was watching his monster mash part and totally forgot about that until recently. So that's the thing. I'm gonna miss a lot of things because so much crazy shit's been done on this. But Ethan with the over Smith and the crank bar, Ethan Courier, crank arm god. I forgot about Brock's up hard 180 bar on this thing. So I guess other people can get up it besides Sean, but Brock, Sean, two biggest hops in the game. The tie 3 and the up rail is like, you can't do that without that like Rob Wise, Brock Rayford, Sean Ricani. Like there's only a handful of people with that pop. Owen Dawson with the over crank. Always a good one to see. Over crank arm, especially on such a big rail like this. Owen Dawson. Bob Randall over switch tooth. Shout out to Bob, big game. Ooh, Glenn Gerbavon, the homie, underground little legend from up in above LA, tail whip this thing. Remember that? Glenn, the tail whip master, he'd come here and tail whip this puppy. And somebody switch whipped it clean as can be, but he thought it was sketchy and never put the footage out. I bet you guys can guess the rider. So you'll see that clip soon. I'm sure he came back and got it better, but how is anyone else gonna know that?
What are you talking about?
All right. Glenn Gerbavon did the whip down it back like probably 10 years ago. A little underground legend. Glenn's the man. Shout out to Glenn for tail whipping this beast.
Maybe one day someone will come and switch whip it.
Somebody has switch whipped this thing. I've seen the footage. They think it's sketchy, but it's not sketchy at all. So that person is probably gonna clean it up one day and put that footage out. But that footage isn't out. It has been switch whipped to the pedals, butter. But oh, it's a little sketchy. No. So that's kind of cool. What? Can you guess that? Pretty sure Denim Cox wall ice this puppy. This thing's nice. Oh, actually, did he?
It's on the list.
If he did, he's crazy. Because look at that roof right there, and you're up here. That is scary. I'm gonna say Denim wall ice this thing. We're doing pretty good on remembering everything, but this, honestly, Hollywood High has probably had more bangers done on it than any other famous spot we're gonna go to in these things. Oh my gosh, I forgot Jordan. He's done ice hard, crook hard, and pegs hard 3 down this. Jordan might be the king of Hollywood High right now. He's up there. Honestly, we might have to crown him the king right now at this spot. Sam Jones is one of those guys. He's just so damn good, and every time he drops a video part, you remember. Sam Jones, over, switch-footed, opposite tooth. Okay. Ooh, Julian Ortega hit the Nollie ice. Not much Nollie stuff's been done on this. The Nollie ice is gnarly. Julian Ortega, forgot about that one.
Up, you have to go before it's even.
Dude, this is like, I mean, it's an okay Nollie rail, but it ain't the one you'd be like, oh, this is perfect for the Nollie trick. So that's why there hasn't been too many Nollie tricks done. You got to go about out to, you got to go to make it even. You're around right here. So the Nollie ice from Julian and the Nollie hanger from Alex D are just nutty. God, how do you say his name? Rocco Giuseppe. I think that's how we say his last name. Hit the hanger crank 180. Oh, damn, that's nasty. See, that's what I'm saying. This thing, it's gnarly, but it's so good that people have brought like plaza tricks that are hard to this rail. Calvin Kosevich with the over crook. Gnarly. Love it. It's crazy because you got the banger down the rail, the fence hop, and then there's a perfect 12-stair right there that a bunch of stuff's been done on too. All right, so you got the 16, and then you got the 12. It's pretty identical rail, just a little bit less stairs. Ben Lewis in the Monster video. This one's cool because it's tight, you're like boxed in right here. So Josh Harrington, baby. Check this overgrind out. Those cops don't care, we're good. Anything goes up here in Hollywood, I think. Overgrind, dude, look at that. Look at that. And if we're talking about gnarly stuff that's got done right here, Josh Harrington with the overgrind, Augie Simoncini, the snaggletooth. One of the gnarliest tricks, I've never figured that trick out. It always feels like I hit a landmine when I go for it and I just explode. So to do that trick on this spot, just jump in like that. Woo! Yeah, Augie. Augie with the snaggletooth. Dan Lacey, 180 grind, over tooth. That's gnarly. You remember that one, Joey? That one's crazy. Lacey, one of the best 180 grinds. He just completely 180s. He does not go sideways and gets on the top of the rail. He does it opposite direction to me, obviously, but 180 grind, right at the bottom. Bing! That's insane. That's the thing with this one, like almost equally as crazy of stuff has gone down on this in its own way because it's a little guy, so harder stuff gets done. But look, it's still gnarly. Dakota Roach, wall ride 180 down the 12. Dak's the only wall ride clip I can think of here. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but Dak with the wall ride 180 down this. Already insane, but to just have to roll out with that much speed in this tight little box, like that's what makes this spot even crazier, the 12 over here. Honestly, to my knowledge, that's most of the stuff that's got done on this spot. I mean, that's been documented in my current history of riding bikes and nerding out on bike videos and being a fan of all these guys. Hollywood High, come get some. Another one, just like Patrick Henry or any other spots. If you're gonna come here, leave it unnoticed. Don't leave your trash here. Don't be obnoxious. It's a clean spot. There's no caps on it. The more you respect spots, the longer street riding will exist. If everyone just and leaves trash and makes it so when the teachers come here in the morning, like they just don't want people here on the weekends, that's when they cap stuff, and street riding will slowly become extinct because they'll be so sick of us coming here on the weekends. So just respect the spot, and it's gonna keep going for a long time. Come here and get down, baby. I'm gonna ride it. I wanna ride this spot. We came all the way up here. I'm gonna ride a little bit, get a little faster.